Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. I am going to be giving you a general reading for the month of February. Now before I begin, I want to say that this is a general reading, which means that it may not resonate with you personally. So I have already pulled all of your cards and I want to tell you it looks like a very good month, for wealth and prosperity specifically. Now, first I'm going to read what I pulled for what you would benefit for changing in your thinking for February. And you got give yourself credit. So recognize where it is that you have put in effort in order to achieve an outcome. What efforts have you put in and what have you achieved because of that? And for other people, where have you made a contribution to anything positive that's happening for them? I'm getting that a lot of the time you think of things as possibly luck or the design of the universe or just how things are or choices made by other people without taking the time to recognize the influence that you have on other people's decisions and in the design of how things lay out in your life. So, just noticing all of the actions that you've made. So even somebody, driving a certain way could be influenced by you. If you are making sure to go the speed limit, you can prevent the person behind you from speeding, for example. And so you can give yourself credit for that, finding more ways to give yourself credit to build up your confidence. And then I will come back to this, but for your lesson for the month, you got choose friends wisely, which for this, I am getting mainly that it doesn't have to do with actually who you're friends with or reshaping the friends that you have in your life, but paying attention to who you spend time with during this month and how you spend time with them. And like I said, I will come back to that card. So then for your tarot cards, I have generally been trying to do 3 cards for these readings, but some cards have popped out. And for you, I got 5 cards, and they are miraculously almost all Pentacles, 4 out of the 5, with a major arcana directly in the middle, which is very surprising. Now, I had this happen with another reading I did this month. I can't remember which sign it was, but that was, I think, Cups. And the same thing happened with them where it was not in the order. But yours is even worse of a coincidence because theirs happened to be in like the same numbers but slightly switched up. So there is a chance that possibly it wasn't shuffled enough, but they did pop out. But this, they all popped out and are not in a sequence. So to start, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Now for this, we have, it has to do with ripening. These aren't like on a bush or anything, but I'm still seeing that it is about growth. You have wealthy resources that are in development right now. And I'm also getting that it's the development and like possibly a lifelong development in some cases, having to do with the fact that the individual on this card is a child. So this is something that you have developed possibly recently, but it's going to be in the works for a long time. And that doesn't mean that you can't reap any of the benefits, until you're very old, but it means that it's something that is going to continue to develop, and possibly bring you more and more prosperity over time. But what this is showing is that you are in a somewhat waiting period right now, watching the development of your pursuits, but not reaping all of the benefits just yet. Then for the second card, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is showing a great abundance. So if we take in perspective the size of the pentacle in comparison to you, the person, it is larger than life. It is pure abundance. And so what I'm seeing is that is the potential that you have. The potential that may not come out this month, but will that the actions that you take in February will lead you towards this overflowing abundance that is available to you, and is, like I said, larger than life. It's in the clouds. It is a concept in your mind that you can hold on to for the month of February. And then for your third card, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which again, we have in the sky. We have, that's a concept. And so with this, I'm getting luck, that February is a lucky month, and that you should recognize the luck that is happening to you this month, your wins and accomplishments. But then, like I said, to give yourself credit. So pay attention to where luck is shining on your side, but recognize the steps and actions that you have taken in order to create this luck. So if you view it that way, it isn't that luck is sent your way, it's that luck can be created. And then for your next card, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is where I'm seeing the beginnings of reaping the benefits of this prosperity and wealth. We have even more of these wealth activities than in the first card. But in this one, it's actually really hard to see, and I do not have a book for this tarot, which, by the way, I didn't mention is the Sanctus Concordia tarot deck. So I cannot tell what this is actually supposed to be in this picture. But the first thing that I thought of is that it looks almost like a marriage, that we have, you marrying this hard to distinguish person, and then possibly like a dog down here, or else this is like flowers or something. It's very hard to tell. But what I was getting from that is that you are having a relationship with your wealth and prosperity in February. So you need to reestablish the relationship that you have with your finances and your mindset of how that comes into your life, luck versus actions. And then by reestablishing your relationship, you can touch more of the wealth that is actually coming about in your life. And then lastly, you have the Page of Pentacles, which you are directly holding your wealth and prosperity. And then we still have this commonality of the head. So I said in the clouds, being in your head. Now we have this pentacle illuminated behind her head. So we have that physical and mental connection of your wealth and prosperity. So how your mindset is giving tangible form to your wealth and prosperity, and that you can begin to actually utilize this wealth and prosperity into the world and for others, because this card can also mean giving. So it has to do with the exchanging and how you are giving back to the world from your relationship with wealth and prosperity. So then if we go back to choose your friends wisely, it has to do with the way that you interact with others, and then also how they react to you and your wealth. So if people are too attached to your wealth or putting you down for not having enough wealth or something, then for the month of February, at least, you should probably take a step back from that relationship so that you can re-establish your relationship on your own with money. And then we also, and I pulled what it is that you need to work on this month. And again, I was trying to pull one card and 4 fell out for you. And one of these cards is humility, which is interesting because we have give yourself credit. And then humility is kind of seen as not taking credit. But the definition on here is allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance, to welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So what I'm seeing for this is that you can give yourself credit for bringing yourself into alignment to receive luck and this prosperity, but to not forget where it's coming from, to remember your divine connection and that this is why it's coming to you. And so if you have friends that are putting you too high up on a pedestal about what you're doing, then that's going to hinder you. And if they are not giving you enough credit, then that's also going to hinder you. But then also I see that lesson can also just represent the relationship that you have with wealth and prosperity as well. So it just means your relationships in general is the lesson that you have for this month. And for these cards, for what it is you need to work on, these are from the Divine Abundance Oracle. So what else came out was intuition, which says each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. So listening to your intuition on what actions you should take for this month. And by doing that, then you can align yourself more with your wealth and prosperity. With that as well, we have energetic clearing. During crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So again, clearing away your old money story and your lack of confidence in yourself and your choices that is going to affect how prosperity comes to you. And you do have one more card for that, but I am going to jump to what I pulled for what you need to focus on, which comes from the Cosmic Dancer Oracle. And this is retreat and recharge. So what you need to focus on this month is stepping back and not taking as many actions. But while you are doing this and recharging, you need to listen to your intuition and clear your energy of your old stories and beliefs. And then with that as well, watch the amount of time that you are engaging with friends and other people, because that is taking you away from the time that you are recharging your energy. And then their perspectives are also going to influence your perspectives, which could cloud your energy with more that needs to be cleared. So then lastly, for what it is that you need to work on, we have loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So with this, I see that some of you may actually lose some money this month in order to force you to change your perspective on it, so that you can bring further wealth into your life in the future. But then at the same time, the others of you will need to go inward and replay the losses that you've experienced in your life, particularly those around money, and release the lingering emotions and attachments that you have to those losses. And by working through that, then you can bring forth greater prosperity into your future. And then for your very last card, I have pulled a rune card. And I cannot pronounce these correctly, but we have a Fihu, which is a squirrel. And this is wealth, luck, abundance, energy, and fertility, which I pulled. Okay, most of these I've had really at least a little bit. One of them did not seem to relate at all, but this one is very spot on, because we have wealth, which we have wealth coming into your life in February. We have luck, which we discussed with the Wheel of Fortune, and we have your perspective on luck and how that is connected to your actions. We have abundance, which is, almost the same as prosperity, which I'm just using the word prosperity, but we can have abundance because they're pretty much interchangeable. We have energy, which we have your energetic clearing that needs to be done. And then fertility, which, can also be related with like new beginnings. Like I'm saying, we're going to have a new beginning with your relationship with money, prosperity, abundance. So it's very spot on, which actually makes me pretty excited. But with that is the end of your reading, Pisces, and I hope to see you again in March. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing.